feel like Shadow Fiend can definitely out-farm Tinker these days as far as the lane goes and even just the jungle farming efficiency. Tinker with a few points in March and like low, he kind of combo that with the Gyrocopter, got to hit level 6 as well. You'd have a fantastic timing for the next 3 to 4 minutes. And also, looks like maybe trouble here. EDC comes in and that's a big Shadow Wedge burst damage. Dazzle gets the kill. Looks like Geisty will escape. No cancel on that. Clockwerk with the Wyvern though gets a solo kill. Kind of lost the mid lane, you could say. He just got it. I think he just got his Soul Ring out. He's a bit had enough money past it, but I'm not sure if he was waiting to farm it or what. Mid lane they've gone out, gets a kill on Winter Wyvern. TP from too late. Also did not have the hook shot, and now Tinker down. His stacks are missing. Bad news waiting him as he returns from lane. Still out by Horn for some hasn't been to make plays, good for kills on that Tinker. Tinker for the most part protected, has as well for himself, and rOtk tries to turn for the snowball, but the silence is there for him. Skywrath was ready for it. And there's 2 for top lane, it's the Sylar Spectre. They're trying to line up a whole thought though. If he wants to use that to escape, he can do so. It looks like June was trying to bait it out. Now they're gonna hold. They go and bot. Spectre TP's it. It looks like an easy kill for Tusk with the snowball. And this smoke, it looks like will find a snowball. The no out. Easy kill goes Dazzle's way. That will be tied at top lane. DDC. Uh-oh. You get caught by the cogs. The shot will be there. Creep wave could help out. The cooldown will flip. Multiple TPs come in. It looks like creep bar for the Tinker and SF. And again, pressure going onto the Spectre. They're trying to keep him out of the picture here. Dazzle. But will not be able to TP out this one just yet. Throw down a weave, but here comes the counter initiation. Sylar's there with the back of DDC, but you do not want to fit this right. He backs off now. This is where they chop the Clockwerk. The Vengeful really goes down. SF maybe wants to come in. Sylar with a wand. Back up. Sylar, you're low, my friend. Don't go for this one. One last raise. Maybe gets a double. Spectre killed off the SMY trips up to 1500 HP. It's going to walk right into an initiation here. Does not have any way out of it. The Hawk comes in and will just be the SF 50 minutes. Whoa, got saved by a swap. Really important play there. Sell you upfield, get your relic once you can afford it. In the mid lane, maybe he's being hooked up. Is there another swap? There is. Still worthwhile kill to get. No grave in time. Very good against the snowball. You see it coming. You can force start to things for the bait arrow. This time around, come in time. June now uses it. The cooldown is there. Already lost. Looks like Sylar trying to get a second. He's Gyrocopter low. The cogs! No! Dude! He's your friend, I promise. He's not your enemy. Perhaps trying to lock him in the cogs and then push away the other heroes, but the end result was a bit of betrayal. One is a Clockwerk, Tinker, Gyro, Skywrath. Here comes Smoke. They've got the hook, but the neutral kind of blocking this one. Helping silence up. It's the down off the passing here. DC on Venge. Another swap out, they turn things around, the defense will survive, and maybe Tusk get a couple of kills, not get a third even. Oh, CDEC did not have numbers, and again, they did not get there. Nothing to TP to. Creep wave top, pushed up to tier 1. The creep wave, don't see any actually can kill on the top. Does have the lane ward, can't really sneak. Ooh, comes Tinker. Are they going to go? This one, Skywrath is nearby, the whole comes out, he's silenced up, though he can't use this. He gets the last hit on the gyro, but he may pay with his life. Can he get out of this one? Dagger over the trees, one more bolt, not going to be enough. Missile will follow him. They had the vision from the arcade. They could be successful. DDC couldn't get vision for the swap, and I talked about more stuff and how important it can be. It will be DDC building one. Oh, Demons caught out. Nah, it's maybe with the last hit. No objective to be taken here in the bottom lane. They've already got tier 2. They can back off. Power money, it looks like 4 staff now complete for DDC. Flowing out in just a second here. The money for it. Spectre. Radiance money. Yeah, that's his high. Here we go. He buffed it. Likely still has some charges. Can want the dagger. No. Won't get it. We'll get the dagger off it. Then they got taken out. Meanwhile, his team going for Roshan. So got the radiance money from killing Tinker. Looked like the Tinker TP should have gone off, but hey, why not go attempt the play? As well, maybe now TP in the mid lane, force out the BKB, the block is there, they can just break him down. He's going to just barely manage to do it. The BKB from maybe meant he wasn't. Put the Tinker back up potentially, but in the enemy jungle, and it's going to be LGD. It's going to be SF, the Honk tends to play as well. June will be chased down here, blink forward, BKB Requiem, nope, hookshot cancel it, but the snowball will catch up. War's punch available as well, he can't do it, the battery assault, battery assault, give me the punch, nope, not needed, I'll get the kill. Using LXP, kind of like a free cheese in some ways. You have to be able to get it off though, much like the cheese. If you get stunned at a bad time, only you can find yourself in all sorts of trouble. Aim on the gyro, TPing out, it's cancelled. After is there with blink, War's punch. Fortunately for gyro. Top lane June. Continuing to get some good farms through now. On the Spectre on him, and actually gets inside. It's a blade now. He comes Winter's Curse there to blow up on Sylar. The fella's down. With a buyback haunt or anything like that. The haunt on cooldown, the buyback is not there as well. rOtk in the chase. Glimmer Cape in the front line has a Warrior's punch once he's no longer silenced. Won't get a chance to use it though. Elsewhere at mid is the again bullying the Gyrocopter. Solo killed. Maybe is godlike. He's styling on Gyro. Oh. Man, this is hard when you're playing against an SF who's this farm. He's got Blink Requiem. Actually misses the Blink Requiem. By misses, I mean he doesn't get the close proximity damage he was hoping for, and maybe could be in some trouble here. He's going to be careful. He could be team back in. Has got a sticky canning, but it's going to be a laser, and maybe he's overextended. 1,200 gold goes the way of the Clockwerk. That's how we suddenly turn the game on its head and give CDEC.Youth a chance. Going to go on rOtk. They need detection if they want to get this. Gem or detection, it looked like. How they were spotting him out. Sylar doesn't have answers. Sylar, he's on cooldown. He gets punched for this. He's a bit greedy here in the MKB, and that's going to be the counter to him this game. In comes Spec now. Not looking to use the haunt for this one, and top lane is he may not get. He needs to get here, but has to keep it somewhere. The hookshot comes in. Dire gets thrown until Clockwerk snatches. June is made. Not one, not two, but countless big plays this game. He's going to get a kill on the Dazzle, gets the rock leg kill. Actually, no, it's the Tinker blinking on the high ground. It's in flame, swooping on in, gets himself a triple kill. SF opens up the Gyrocopter, no surprises there. rOtk now on the run. Will Tinker rearm this? He has been doing so much to keep CDEC.Youth alive. Goes for one last hook shot, not going to find it. Top lane is off. Maybe in some trouble, gets blowing up. The Dagon kill. They've got a decent line of kind of transition to the late game, but they're making mistakes and suddenly complete flip-flop. Same thing we're seeing here. It was always going to be hard for LG to break the high ground, but it wasn't breaking the high ground where they fell short. It was Sylar get put out on a number of times. Oh, they put rOtk to Spectre on. They want to go on June here on the side, but he's being left alone for the time being. They bring down the Tinker. He's the first kill. That's a mega kill streak, and it did not get the Bloodstone Suicide. A lot of good money going the way of the Spectre. Now looking to chase down the Winter Wyvern. Go to the Golden Embrace. Spectre happy to just try and DPS through this one, and we'll be able to get the kill. Elsewhere, June goes for it. Bamboozles the LGD roaming squad. It's a gem on MMY who will reward the high ground ward. They've gone back in. That's rOtk. The Tusk Lotus Orb is there, alive for now. The Grave coming into play as well. The Glimmer in. What's this detection for this? June goes in the ghost form, but he's being hit by a poison touch. That'll stun him in a second. Yeah, I must say the poison touch I think will cancel his TP. June now. Oh, this is that hook. Unfortunate. He hit creep wave there. I believe he may have found a way to 5 and was feeling kind of confident about it. Oh, Warrior's punch. No Warrior's punch. I'm alright. Good. There we go. Get it. Whoa, whoa, whoa! He could be respawning anytime from now into the next 2 to 3 minutes. Rocket flares will continually be flowing out from June's Clockwerk to try and scout this one. Uh-oh, in flame. Doesn't have blink right now. The radiant damage preventing any escape, and he gets caught out. Does have buyback, but that's still not really any danger. If he gets hooked, he's got a BKB to protect him. It is a 5-second BP, so he can use that pretty liberally. You're going to hook in. June does not get the cogs push on the style that he was maybe hoping for. Force punch onto June as well. 10 seconds on the Tinker, and it looks like he's just going to say, give up the boss racks. I'd rather hold on to my buyback money for now. Although I don't think he'll have buyback money when he respawns. Find out in a second. Yeah, comes back to life. I know he's 300 short of that buyback, so this is the problem here. They brought Clockwerk and Wyvern, they're going to be forced to buyback. And now the breaks out. Aim on the Gyrocopter in the front line, still without Butterfly. And this is where that courier death costs him dearly. The Butterfly wouldn't have helped against the MKB, but suddenly we see CDEC.Youth in all sorts of trouble. They're just getting beaten down underneath their own tier 4 towers. Tinker gets 1 kill onto the Dazzle. Feels like a consolation prize at this point. Does get him up to buyback status, but it's LGD who take a lane of racks. 2 by the Scepter by no fault of his own. Clockwerk, I mean, he's been pushing out some lanes here and there. playing that utility role. The rOtk get caught out of mid-game. Goes to a snowball. Load absorb up. Nope, won't load absorb himself. Wouldn't have mattered much anyway. Position here a bit to see if they go for any kind of a hookshot block. Feeling confident for this one. Comes in too early, goes in on Roshan. I don't think they'll finish up Roshan. Maybe stop hitting it. Juven's trying to bring down Rosh. He's like, give me the Rosh. God damn it. I just want this Aegis. But Rosh is too damn tanky. Off to the side, the Gyrocopter is getting beaten down, and Rosh still alive now. June gets the second hookshot off, gets killed by the Dire. June gets the Aegis nil. He spent that entire fight fighting Roshan while he died. Not to say, for June, he thought that was the time to go for a hook. It wasn't bad from June. It was just kind of the comic nature of that team fight. And GG will be called CDEC.Youth, to be correct. 2-0 LGD. They get knocked out of the set. Put up good fight. Okay, you go for their original series against the Classic, had a 60-minute game and a 45-minute game. Here against LGD, two very close games, and I really feel like this is one of the clearly tier 2 teams in China, but tier 2 team who is at the top of the list, who can battle it out with LGD, with CDEC, and can actually push them limit. They're not taking games off them quite yet, but I feel like